Let's dive into something quietly revolutionary: positive habits.
Wait, what?
It's not just about getting your steps in or saying no to that extra donut, though kudos if you did. It's about this magical concept of doing just one more thing each day, a tiny tweak to your routine that has the power to unlock growth, success, and hidden talents you didn't even know you had. Kind of like the start of a superhero origin story, right? Imagine staring at a massive goal that feels as unreachable as a vacation on Mars. Overwhelming, isn't it? But here's the trick. Instead of focusing on the distant summit, focus on the next step you can take today. Suddenly, that intimidating mountain becomes a manageable path. The secret lies in shifting your mindset. Start seeing yourself as already standing on the threshold of success. Goals that once felt impossible become within reach, and procrastination starts to lose its grip. It's like being in a video game where collecting one more coin gets you to the next level. Simple, rewarding, and completely doable.
Wait, what?
Now let's talk about Kaizen. This Japanese philosophy of small, continuous improvement flips the script on the go big or go home mentality. Instead, it's all about going small and keeping at it. Kaizen is all about those 1% daily improvements that, over time, lead to life-changing results. Take learning the guitar, for instance. Trying to master an entire song in one sitting can feel like tackling Mount Everest. But what if you practice just one chord for 10 minutes a day? Suddenly, the mountain doesn't seem so scary, and before long, you're playing like a pro. These tiny efforts snowball into big wins, just like a penny that compounds into a fortune over decades. Consistency is where the real magic happens. We all want to become better versions of ourselves, but the path to get there isn't paved with grand gestures. It's built with small, repetitive actions that transform into habits. Imagine you want to start running. Instead of setting out to conquer a marathon, commit to a 5-minute jog. It might feel laughably small, but showing up every day builds momentum. Over time, 5 minutes turns into 10, then 20, and before you know it, you're crossing that marathon finish line. It's like planting a seed. You water it every day, even when there's no visible change. And then one day, seemingly out of nowhere, it sprouts into a flourishing tree. That's what consistency does. It turns effort into results, like playing a game where each day's progress unlocks the next level. Here's where the compound effect comes in. This principle explains why saving pennies adds up, or how you suddenly know the lyrics to that song you didn't even like. Small, repeated actions magnify over time. Want better mental clarity? Start with a single minute of meditation. Just one. Gradually add a few more seconds each day. By the end of the month, you'll have built a sustainable habit, and your mind will feel sharper than ever. Even pop culture gets this. Think about the training montages in movies like Rocky or Mulan. It's never one big moment that makes the hero. It's the relentless grind of small efforts adding up over time. Now, if you want to make a habit stick, try habit stacking. This strategy involves attaching a new habit to one you already have. For example, if you want to meditate daily, pair it with brushing your teeth. Brush your teeth, then meditate for 5 minutes. Anchoring the new habit to something familiar makes it easier to incorporate into your routine. Of course, life happens. Deadlines, spilled cereal, or a late-night binge of The Mandalorian can derail even the best-laid plans. That's why it's crucial to celebrate small wins. Every time you follow through on a habit, acknowledge it. Maybe it's a mental high five, a favorite snack, or crossing it off your list with a dramatic flourish. These small celebrations release dopamine and reinforce your progress, keeping you motivated to tackle the next step. And here's an often overlooked step in building positive habits: self-appreciation. It's easy to focus on what you lack or where you've fallen short, but growth starts with recognizing your strengths. Ask yourself, or better yet, ask the people you trust what you're good at. Sometimes others see your superpowers more clearly than you do. Maybe you're an amazing storyteller, or you've got a gift for patience. These strengths are tools for growth and connection. Use them. When you acknowledge your unique skills, you start to see the path forward with more clarity and confidence. And while we're talking about self-awareness, let's not forget the power of gratitude. It's like putting on glasses that highlight what's going right, even when it feels like everything's going wrong. Spend a few moments each day jotting down 3 things you're grateful for. They can be as simple as your morning coffee, a kind smile from a stranger, or the fact that your Wi-Fi didn't cut out during a Zoom meeting. Over time, this habit rewires your brain to focus on the positive, making you more resilient and content. When you pair gratitude with self-compassion, treating yourself with the kindness you'd extend to a friend, you create a foundation for long-term growth. It's about giving yourself permission to make mistakes and embracing the journey, imperfections and all. Ultimately, it's not about chasing some mythical ideal of perfection. It's about showing up for yourself, one small step at a time. Whether that step is meditating for a minute, asking a friend for feedback, or simply choosing to believe in your ability to grow, each one adds up. And before you know it, you're not just reaching your goals, you're enjoying the journey along the way.
Wait, what?
Sometimes we need a fresh set of eyes to spot the things we tend to overlook about ourselves. You know, those little things we shrug off with, oh, it's no big deal. Like maybe you're the person who always organizes movie nights, road trips, or surprise birthday parties. To you, it's just what you do. But in reality, that's a powerful skill. Being able to organize, connect people, and create memorable moments is a talent that can ripple out in ways you've never imagined. When we recognize these hidden strengths, they become tools for personal growth and making a real difference. It's like leveling up in a role-playing game. You unlock these hidden abilities, and suddenly you're ready to tackle bigger challenges, not just for yourself, but for your team, your community, or even the world. The magic really starts when you take those talents and share them. Let's say you have a knack for organizing. That's not just something you're good at, it's a superpower waiting to be unleashed. Maybe you volunteer to help plan a charity event or create a community meetup. Or perhaps you're brilliant at simplifying complex ideas, an ability that could make you an amazing tutor or mentor. Using your strengths to contribute doesn't just empower you, it creates a ripple effect. Your actions inspire others, who then create ripples of their own. It's like tossing a pebble into a pond. The waves just keep spreading. Your seemingly small strengths can create enormous waves of positivity. Whether it's teaching a child, supporting a cause, or simply listening to someone who needs to be heard, every action counts.
Wait, what?
Now, let's talk about something that can supercharge personal growth: novelty. When was the last time you tried something completely new? If you're struggling to remember, you're not alone. Routines tend to put us on autopilot, and that sense of childlike wonder fades. Remember how exciting it was as a kid to try something for the first time, like riding a bike or discovering dinosaurs? That spark doesn't have to vanish just because we're older. Seeking out new experiences, even small ones, can reignite curiosity, creativity, and a sense of possibility. The great thing is, embracing novelty doesn't mean overhauling your life or signing up for extreme sports, unless you're into that, of course. It could be as simple as trying a recipe with ingredients you can't pronounce, taking a new route to work and noticing the different sights, or striking up a conversation with someone you wouldn't normally talk to. These little shifts shake up your routine and open your mind to fresh possibilities. Think of it as sprinkling some spice into an otherwise bland day. Beyond making life more interesting, novelty helps you grow. When you step outside your comfort zone, even in small ways, you build resilience. You learn to handle uncertainty and adapt to change, skills that life will always demand. It's like mental strength training. The more you embrace novelty, the more prepared you are to handle whatever comes your way. And let's be real, life is full of curveballs. Whether it's a career shift, a move to a new city, or something small like a canceled dinner plan, stepping outside your comfort zone regularly trains your mind to navigate change like a pro. Speaking of effort, let's explore what I like to call the piñata principle. Picture this. You're putting in effort day after day, swinging away, but nothing seems to happen. It's frustrating and tempting to give up. But think of a piñata. Each swing, even the ones that don't seem to make a dent, is weakening it. Eventually, the candy spills out, rewarding your persistence. That's exactly how progress works. You might not see the results right away, but consistent effort builds up in ways that aren't always visible. Trust the process. Every step you take is getting you closer to your breakthrough, even if it feels like you're stuck in a loop. And here's where it gets really interesting. Your beliefs play a huge role in shaping your reality. Enter the reticular activating system, RAS, a part of your brain that acts like a filter. It processes the endless stream of information coming at you and lets in only what aligns with your beliefs and goals. For example, if you believe you're capable of amazing things, your RAS starts noticing opportunities and resources to help you succeed. It's like when you learn a new word and suddenly hear it everywhere. It was always there, but now your brain knows to pay attention. This is why Henry Ford's quote, "Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right," is so powerful. Your beliefs act as a self-fulfilling prophecy. Your emotional home is another concept worth exploring. This is your baseline emotional state, the mood you return to most often. Some people naturally live in a state of optimism, seeing challenges as opportunities. Others might lean toward frustration, anxiety, or pessimism, making life feel like a constant struggle. The good news? You can shift your emotional home to a more positive state. Start by becoming aware of your recurring thoughts and emotions. What dominates your mind? What themes keep popping up in your inner dialogue? Once you identify these patterns, you can start changing them. For instance, if self-doubt or frustration frequently creep in, practice reframing those thoughts. Challenges can become opportunities to learn, and gratitude can help shift your focus to what's good in your life. Think of it like redecorating a house. You don't need to knock down walls. You just swap out the outdated furniture, your negative thought patterns, for something that inspires and uplifts you. Cultivating a positive emotional home isn't just about feeling good. It's about resilience. Life is unpredictable, and your reaction to setbacks often determines your success. By choosing optimism and reframing challenges, you train your brain to stay strong in the face of uncertainty. Over time, setbacks start to feel like speed bumps rather than roadblocks. It's like upgrading your emotional operating system. When glitches happen, you're ready to keep moving forward. So whether it's recognizing your hidden talents, embracing the power of novelty, or trusting the process, remember that growth doesn't happen overnight. It's in the small, consistent actions that you unlock your potential. And every step forward, no matter how small, creates a ripple that can transform not just your life, but the lives of those around you.
Wait, what?
Shifting your inner dialogue can be one of the most transformative steps toward a positive mindset. The stories you tell yourself about who you are and what you're capable of often shape your reality. Unfortunately, these stories are frequently peppered with self-doubt and criticism. Once you become aware of those negative patterns, you can start challenging them. But let's be honest, this isn't easy. It's not about slapping on a smile and pretending everything's great. Real change takes intentional effort. A powerful tool for this is gratitude. Practicing gratitude is like wearing glasses that help you focus on what's right in your life, even when things feel overwhelmingly wrong. It shifts your attention from what's missing to what's already there. And the beauty of gratitude? It's incredibly accessible. Every day, take a moment to jot down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be life-changing. A warm cup of coffee, a funny meme, or a kind word from someone all count. Over time, this simple practice rewires your brain to notice and appreciate the positive, creating a ripple effect that impacts every area of your life. It's like finding hidden treasures in an open-world video game, small, meaningful gems that make the journey richer. While gratitude helps shift your focus outward, self-compassion works inward, strengthening your resilience. It's about treating yourself with the kindness and understanding you'd extend to a close friend. Sounds simple, but for many of us, self-criticism is our default. When you make a mistake, do you replay it over and over, like a cringeworthy scene in a bad Netflix episode? Self-compassion is about breaking that cycle. It's a reminder that mistakes don't define you. They're just part of being human. When critical thoughts creep in, notice them, but don't engage. Picture yourself saying, "Thanks for the input, but I'm not buying into that story anymore." Replace criticism with kindness by asking, "What would I say to a friend in this situation?" Then direct those words of encouragement inward. Self-compassion doesn't just soften life's blows, It builds the foundation for resilience. It allows you to bounce back from setbacks, pursue your goals with confidence, and find joy in the process. Because life isn't about racing to some mythical finish line. It's about savoring the journey, from the messy missteps to the triumphant moments. And that brings us to a powerful mindset shift, moving from achieving to becoming. We often live in pursuit of the next big thing, a promotion, a fitness goal, or the perfect sourdough loaf. But what if we stopped focusing so much on the destination and started appreciating the journey? The magic lies in the small, everyday moments we often overlook. The warmth of the sun on your skin, the first sip of morning coffee, or the way someone's laughter lights up a room. When you savor these moments, you cultivate a deeper sense of contentment. This doesn't mean abandoning your ambitions. It means grounding yourself in the present, so growth feels more fulfilling and less like a constant climb. At the heart of this shift is connection. Relationships give our lives meaning, joy, and support. Whether it's family, friends, colleagues, or even a stranger who offers a smile. Connection reminds us that we're part of something bigger. When you nurture these bonds, you tap into a deep well of strength and purpose. Think of the father overcoming alcoholism, choosing sobriety one day at a time. His sponsor wasn't just someone offering advice. They were someone who truly understood the journey. That connection, built on shared experience and support, became his cornerstone for change. It's a reminder that none of us have to face life's challenges alone. There are people who care, and their presence can be the catalyst for profound transformation. Sometimes the most powerful gift you can offer someone else is simply being there. Listening without judgment, sharing a moment of presence, or offering a kind word can spark incredible change. Think about how it feels when someone truly listens to you. It's like being seen, valued, and understood. That's the power of presence, and it's something we can all give freely. When we shift from chasing achievements to appreciating the journey and focus on nurturing relationships, life feels richer and more meaningful. Every connection strengthens our resilience, inspires growth, and reminds us that we're never truly alone. And through it all, one simple idea remains: the power of one more thing. It's about taking that extra step, even when it feels like you're swinging at a piñata that won't break. That small, consistent action can be the spark that transforms your life. Because the magic doesn't happen in grand leaps. It happens in the tiny moments of persistence and courage. So, what's one more thing you can commit to today? It doesn't have to be monumental. It could be sending a kind message to someone, taking a few minutes to connect with nature, or starting that project you've been putting off. Whatever it is, take that step. Know that your efforts, no matter how small, are creating ripples of transformation, not just in your life, but in the lives of those around you. Let's create something amazing, one step at a time.
Wait, what?